This is a video response to JP's video, and he talks about a brain hemorrhage, how he made it, and I actually know a little bit about that. Not that I've ever experienced it, but I know people. I can't explain what a brain hemorrhage is, but whatever. I was born with half a heart on the right side, which already tells you there's complications. But the day I was born, like, my mom didn't even know about it. Like, she found out over the phone. My esophagus wasn't attached to my stomach. I was born in '93, so I'm guessing the technology wasn't as good. I don't even know how they figured that out, but whatever. So I had a TG fistula, which is where they connect your esophagus to your stomach, and I never really had a problem, you know. I just got like frequent dilations every now and then, and I did have a BT shunt, but it was put in my heart. I had the Fontan procedure, which rerouted my blood flow. I had 2 aortopaxies, which I have no clue what they are. But more recent, in the past year, I developed, like, I didn't know what the heck was wrong with me, but I did develop this esophagus problem. The doctors still really can't figure out what's the problem. I had this major surgery in January, and it was crazy. Because, you know, with half my heart, you know, I obviously have complications, you know, I have to do everything extra careful and whatever. It was a 10-hour surgery, which, if you know anything, I don't know how long your surgery was or anything, but yeah, I was sedated for a week. And I guess sedated means you're asleep, but like, the weird thing is, I remember too much. There are things that, like, my sister asked me if I remembered, and I'm like, yeah, just like, well, you weren't supposed to. My lung did collapse 2 days after my surgery. Wait, no. Well, yeah, I did. Like, it collapsed. Pretty much, I couldn't breathe on my own. And the weird thing was, I was like, I remember everything. I remember it was 1 a.m. My mother's in tears. The nurses is like asking me to cough, and it's like, well, why aren't you coughing? Like, well, you need to cough. Well, I know that, but I can't. And I got a breathing tube in my nose. I remember having that in, but like, I just remember, like, it was 1 a.m. Every doctor that was there was in the room, and I just remember it. And the crazy thing is, I wasn't supposed to, and I've had so many surgeries, you know. My tolerance for morphine and pain medicine is crazy high. Like, I could take a Percocet, and if like a doctor gives me Percocet, like just one, and they go, why aren't you feeling better, I'll just laugh. Like, Tylenol does not affect me. But I do remember that, and I don't even smoke, which is like the crazy thing. You know, it's crazy. And then, like, I had stuff, and my sister said it happened like 2 or 3 times. But I just remember this one, like, because it was in the middle of the night. I remember my sister, like, rushed down there, and I remember the pain just was not going away. They were giving me morphine, fentanyl, whatever, after, like, they were just giving it to me like candy, and nothing was going away. My sister was in tears, and, like, I was just freaking out. I was just like, put me to sleep. And I do, if I could show you, my scar from the surgery is actually right here, but this is where my lung collapsed. And this part, still 3 months later, no, 5 months later, because my surgery was January 13th, it still hurts right here sometimes, and nothing really helps it. They do an x-ray every single time I go to the hospital, and it's crazy. My oxygen dropped since my surgery. Your oxygen's supposed to be 95, mine's 88. which means I'm always tired and I'm always blue. But like you said, I didn't find God in the hospital, obviously, but you know, there's people that died while I was in there. And I went to a kid's hospital. I have to. I don't think I could ever go to an adult hospital. But you know, everyone's like, oh, this is a rare case, help you feel better. And then like the person next to me, well, a room next to me, like he was 4 years old, needed a lung transplant, and he like died. And I remember crying. And I remember right before this big surgery, there was a patient who was like 5 months old when I had my second heart surgery. And he was having heart surgery. And I didn't care that they were pulling blood out of me, but they were poking me. They were asking me everything was wrong, and I was like, make sure that kid's okay. And I never did get to see him because, like I said, I was sedated, and like he left before I did. Yeah, I did find God. I am really, really thankful for everything. Everyone always says, oh, I'm sorry, but I don't think it should be. But yeah, I still can't eat. I still get dilations like every 2 weeks. I actually had dilation Wednesday, and it just actually got worse. I can't eat a lot of things. And I take 10 medicines a day. And one of them I take 4 times a day, but it's crazy, and I totally know most of what you've been through. I was in a wheelchair when I was like kindergarten or maybe a little before that. I remember the wheelchair because I remember it was pink, but yeah. But I'm just glad that you made it, and I would like to hear more about your experiences.